And I went to the store for lunch, and it was so expensive that I ended up getting a vegetable tray with like the dressing in the middle and then vegetables all around, and I just love that. So that worked great for me. And then when I got home and I had it all cleaned out, I thought, I wonder if I could use this for painting. So we're gonna try this to see if it gives me a way of not getting my hand in the paint, because it's down. See, it'll be down inside here, and I can rest my hand on top, because I've been getting my hand in the paint. Well, I was driving around Knoxville, on the other side of Knoxville, a place called Farragut, and there are huge lakes over there, surrounded and guarded by all these cottages and mansions, and so it was just beautiful. And then Joy showed me her design for her new card that we're coming out with, and I thought, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. And so I'm looking at doing. I want to do like a roof and a little pavilion thing over here, right on the water. It'll have little posts under it that go right on the water, and the Smokies and blues mixture together of life and love. And so let's get started. Let's get going with some blues. I'm not that kind of blues. Oh, I got the Bobby Ross blues. We're painting some blues tonight. Yeah. Our trees are green, red roses too. And I thinks to myself, what a wonderful world. That's my best satch I could do. I thinks to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hey, the front row is in the house.
Hey, Rushing Wind Mountain.
Hey, Wind, I got your book today that you sent me. All about beans, the magical fruit. And I'm looking forward to Rudy Toot Toot, all those recipes. And I'm excited. I've got to get I've got to get a painting in the mail, come to think of it, don't I? All right. So I'm trying out a vegetable tray today to see if that is going to give me what I'm looking for when it comes to I'm learning, what colors are water and what colors are sky, all that kind of stuff. And
Awesome. Enjoy, my friend.
and today I actually had a prevision of what I was going to do. It doesn't always get there, what I was thinking, but I love the prevision idea because it gets me excited that I've seen it in my head, and I paint out of my head, so I'm out of my head over you. And there's my other purple. So we're doing Purple Mountain's Majesty, we're doing a lake, we're doing sailboats, boy oh boy. And we're gonna start out, let's see now. Yeah, we're gonna do the lighter sky. Oh, that's good right there. I can't beat that. That's it right there. There's the clouds already there. Look at that. Don't overdo it, Donny. Don't overdo it. So I'm just gonna remember this brush, I'll tell you. That brush. Okay. And Mama White. Come on, Mama White. And there she is, spitting her goodness out onto my palette. Okay, so we're going to pick up some of that blue that we were just doing, and we're going to add white to the blue. And we're going to come across with that white and the blue.
Rushing Wind Mountain said, "Now this is a happy painter indeed."
Happy, oh yeah. Who needs happy clouds when you're a happy painter?
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, how's Lisa doing? Blessing your issues. Thank you, Lord. Lisa is recovering. And she'll tell you about it, whatever she wants you to know. I don't want to get in trouble.
Hi, Rhonda. There are some prayer requests, though, that are already out there posted.
Are they in our comments?
Christina, Blondie's Adventures.
Oh, yeah.
She posted that she has, she's getting it. She has another appointment. She felt like things were not looking good on a situation that is like a breast cancer scare for her. So, Blondie, if you want to pray for Blondie concerning that, she has another appointment on Thursday, and then she'll find out more information next week. So she needs prayer. She posted
Thank
that.
you, Lord. We didn't break that power.
Yesterday. Also, another YouTuber friend posted that it's very sad because they were building a homestead, an off-grid homestead and everything, and 3 weeks ago they were moving forward, building on it, and then yesterday and today she posted that they're getting a divorce.
Oh.
So that is very sad. I hope the Lord can turn that around. I don't know what the details are. Their name is Crystal and Patrick, so they need prayer.
They had a issue with their design.
What I do know is the YouTube thing was always her thing. He was never really into that. I do know that, but otherwise I don't know anything except for they need prayer.
Well, thank you, Lord. God, you are for freedom, and you are for happiness, but you're also against things. You know what's best, Lord, in this situation, whether it is their freedom or whether it is their commitment. Thank you, Lord. Because God is behind.
And then another friend, which is not going to be named.
Okay. She's saying that just for me, people, though, not for you.
Is not going to be named. Needs a healing prayer and stuff. I don't know the details of what the need is. I just know that they asked for prayer. So
So I'm trying to get my sky to the place where I can let it dry, and then we'll come back to that. The, oh, I forgot to, we have a little bit of, just a touch of sunshine. Everybody needs a touch of sunshine, you know. We need a little touch of sunshine up here.
Hey, Shara of Heart, she said, I like the way you're doing the sky.
Yeah. Coming together already.
Lisa said she's feeling better, but she still has to, you know, have a procedure done.
Okay. Oh, that's definitely the wrong thing to do.
And so rushing mountain wind, on the Smoky Mountains Nature channel, that channel is all nature, no talking.
All nature, all the time.
I mean, there was a couple times when I said something on there or whatever, but it was very not very much. It's just I want it to be really, for the most part, a non-talking channel, so that people that love nature can find nature channels, and there's people like me, Asperger's, that get peace out of just listening to the sound of birds and waterfalls and mountain streams and, you know, things like that. So, and also peaceful, quiet music. Sometimes people will put a video out there and the music they put on it, I can't stand, because it's too much for me. Because Asperger's need peacefulness and not too much loud noise, not you know, things like that. It just bothers me. So if I have a friend that posts something and it's too loud music, I'll turn the sound completely off, because I can't hear it. I can't listen to it. So on that channel, I want to do a Hi Smoky Mountain Man. On that channel, I want to do a collaboration where I can put videos in a playlist that are nothing but nature, like that is going to be beautiful. It could be something that is like just a long video of nature. It could be something that is little clips of nature edited together, and then maybe the sounds of nature or the sounds of birds. You can even add bird sounds to things like that. You can add water sounds or something if need be, if it's something like that. Or you can add some sort of peaceful, quiet music, you know. not anything that's too poundy loud. Not sounds that go like way up high pitch and way down low, because that's the kind of stuff that bothers me. I need something that's more flowing, even sounds. Donny doesn't mind the way up loud sounds, but I can't deal with it. So, and so anyway, Rushing Wind Mountain, since you're a nature channel, I thought that would be something you could participate in, you know, because you always put this nature out there. So it can be anything from a few minutes to, you know, to an hour long or something. And I want to put it in a playlist on the Smoky Mountains Nature channel, so that when people come to my channel, they can actually find these nature videos, you know. And then on the Smoky Mountains Blessed channel, I do a couple collabs on there that are different. One is a fall collab, and it's anywhere from fall food to fall decorations, not Halloween. We are not Halloween people. We are fall decorations people. And so if somebody wants to participate in that, that'll be coming up in the fall. And I put it into a playlist and stuff. And there's no, in these two collabs, there's no like, the person who's involved with the collab does not need to give away a gift to anyone. I'm just putting the video in there so that my viewers that can look through the videos and enjoy them. And if they happen to like the channel, they can subscribe to the channel, you know. So there's nothing involved with a person has to do anything on those two. And then later I do have a Christmas collab that is about giving back to our viewers, and that one is a giveaway. That one is the Christmas ones. Smoky Mountain Man said, "Me too. I celebrate the harvest of the Lord, and the Lord of the harvest. All glory goes to Him alone." Yeah, he doesn't do Halloween either, Smoky Mountain Man. Now I do go to Dollywood, and they have fall decorations out and stuff like that. And I do go there and show that and stuff like that. But they don't do it in such a way that makes it all like.
They might have bats.
Well, they have.
It's the scariest thing. There's no demons, no devils, no.
You know, they do have bat decorations out, but the thing of it is all the decorations they have out are actually animals. You know.
Yeah,
bats are actually
very well done stuff.
Bats are actually a creature that God made. You know.
Yeah, and they don't make them scary either.
They don't make things scary there. They don't make things. As far as we've been going for years, and they don't do the, you know, the parts of Halloween that make it the way it is, you know. And I do show like the pumpkin people in Gatlinburg and stuff like that because it's the fall decorations. It's not the, you know, the spook stuff and everything.
Yeah.
I've actually heard testimonies about children that went through life watching horror movies and got scared through life at, you know, Halloween or movies or what have you, and they really all of their life had fear issues. Yeah, Smoky Mountain Man said they don't glorify, you know, the gruesome, the evil, the whatever stuff that a lot of Halloween does.
Yeah.
So. Rushing Wind Mountain said, "Me too. Nature is my getaway place where I can relax and think about the meaning of life."
Basics of life and the meaning of life. Those are the things that God does best.
Are you making mountains there? Or what?
Yeah, these are the distant mountains. Pretty much got them where I want them. Time to put in a few dark lines, but other than that, that's looking pretty close. And then you kind of have to, yeah, maybe this isn't the right brush for it. Let me switch brushes here. It's probably not the right brush. What's the right brush? That looks like the right brush.
And then, see, the thing of it is like, some people see, like that movie, The Wizard of Oz, as a movie about witches. See, I never saw it that way. As an Asperger's person, I saw it as in the little girl's dream that she had. And in her dream, Dorothy's dream, you know, it went into all this stuff, right? And it was like, for me, as an Asperger's kid, you know, not even knowing I was back then, but still I had the same kind of reaction and stuff. I just saw it as, you know, it was her dream. And so she saw these people, and some treated her well and some treated her not well. And so in her dream, she imagined them as a good witch and a bad witch, you know?
Or a sandwich.
But then she woke up and realized it was only a dream. And so that's how I saw that movie my whole life. And then as an Asperger's,
You had a revelation about that dream and friends.
Yeah,
and eclectic friends.
I felt like it was about her making friends with different kinds of people, you know, like a normal person making friends with an Asperger's kid, or with a Down syndrome kid, or something like that. That's what it was like to me, that movie. That's what it represented to me. Her dream and how she befriended all these different kinds of people.
Yes.
And so
that was interesting when you said that too.
Yeah, so I never saw it like a witch thing. You know, I saw it like making friends with different kinds of people that, you know, need someone to make friends with them.
Yeah, especially when it doesn't make sense.
The Cowardly Lion, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow. All of those were different, like a different friend. They all had a unique thing about them, you know, that she came in, Dorothy came in and encouraged them all, you know.
To take what they had.
Mm-hmm. Believe in themselves.
Yeah.
She encouraged them to believe in themselves. Rushing Wind Mountain said she will participate in the nature collab thing. We'll make sure to add nature sounds and relaxing music if she adds any music. Thank you. Oh, yay, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch got their power back.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can fake out that drip.
Was it a little storm you had, Susan, over there, or something else that temporarily took out your power? Brushing Wind Mountain said, I love fall, but do not participate in anything that has to do with the dark side.
You never know what's going to happen. All right. My lake's looking pretty good. I think we can might even
We had an issue with my VW Bug air conditioning,
yeah, I need to ride to Knoxville.
and I don't know what was going on with this, but it was like in the heat of the day it wasn't wanting to come on, and then in the evening it would come on a little bit. Hi, Nancy.
I called the mechanic and he said something about that. He said sometimes when your air conditioning is old like that, it starts to over compress. He said, and when it gets too much pressure, it quits. But then as it cools down, it starts to work again. So he said that. He said since you lost it on a hot day in the middle of an idle, and you weren't, but when you start driving again, I was like, yeah, I start driving again, and it came back on. I said, yeah. He said, well, things got a chance to cool off underneath the hood, and that allowed it to begin to work again and lower the pressure.
I think can't you get some sort of a thing to blow like a fan on the hood? I've seen things like that where they're like you can put something to make a little fan under the hood to keep it cooler.
Mm-hmm. Probably. But anyway, I got to get it in there and get it checked out.
And thankfully there is a sunroof on there. So, except, when we tried to, when we opened it, then it started to rain, so we had to shut it.
And like, oh no! But the rain cooled things off.
The rain did cool things off a little bit. But thankfully, we can open up both windows and have the sunroof open when we're driving, so it's not too unbearable in there, even though it's been really hot here in the last week.
Yeah, we were real blessed to not have to sweat it out.
But that's one blessing of being in the Smoky Mountains is the heat of the summer is usually not all summer long like it is everywhere else. We can have...
You get a break.
We can have a few days, we can have a week, we can even have a few weeks of really hot weather. But it usually is not. And then it cools off in the evening too, because we're in the mountains.
Yeah.
So we absolutely love it here. We want Lisa to move here. And then there was one other thing, we have to have the bug looked at something. It was making a noise or something. Or did that have to do with, that didn't have to do with the air.
He said that we got a new serpentine, the belt that I thought was making that whining noise. He said, you got a new one when you had your new turbo put in. And you had your timing redone. When you paid for that timing thing, you got a new belt. So it's not going to be the belt. He said that's probably the compressor.
For the air?
Yeah, for the air compressor was probably doing the hard thing and not wanting to come on. And
okay. Hi, Spaceman.
so that's what he said. Spaceman!
Lisa said she's still talking Mark into moving here. Yeah.
Yep, gotta get the kids.
We're all praying that they move here because it's just the best
They want
place. The best place. They can live
move
on
here
mountain
and
time and be all relaxed and not deal with the stresses of the world.
just have to figure out their grandkids situation and all that.
Yeah, they'd come. Hi, Steve. Desert Adventures in Arizona. Now, Steve, I was just talking to, I don't know if you're connected with Rushing Wind Mountain or not. Let me leave their link. Rushing Wind Mountain does a lot of nature videos.
Sometimes you just have to let the brush talk for you.
And Steve, Desert Adventures in Arizona, does a lot of nature videos. So anyway, what I was gonna tell you, Steve, is I'm gonna do a playlist collab thing, and it is going to be nature, so that it can be a few minutes long, it can be an hour long, and with just the peacefulness of nature. It can be a whole bunch of nature clips edited together, or one long video with the sounds of nature, or the sounds of like quiet, peaceful sounds, like music. And when I mean quiet, peaceful, I mean not up and down noisy sounds, because as an Asperger's that bothers me. I don't like loud sounds. I like the peacefulness of that. So I want to have this playlist that I can put on the Smoky Mountains Nature channel. I can put my videos in there and my friends' videos who do that kind of peaceful nature, you know, without talking on those videos. Some videos that have no talking, just that peacefulness, you know. and put it out there like that, and then like you do those drone videos and stuff, and so that and people that come to my channel, then they can go to that playlist, and then they could go to one after the other, and it's not just my videos, but it's my friends' videos too, you know, and because Asperger's love nature.
Mm-hmm.
Steve,
Love nature.
Subscribed and will be watching your channel, Rushing Wind Mountain. So Rushing Wind Mountain is going to participate in this collab thing, and so it's just a place for me to be able to share those kind of videos, so that if people find my channel, and then they can go to that playlist, and they can find also my friends, you know, that put out that same kind of content, that's peacefulness, that because high functioning autistic people and Asperger's and stuff, it's like nature is our happy place. It's what, you know, in the background I can have those kind of videos on all day long, you know.
Okay. Kind of waiting for my mountains to dry here. The
Steve
didn't get what I
a
wanted.
veteran as well. Desert Adventures in Arizona is a veteran.
Oh, really? Which one? Was it Army or? I think he said Army. I don't remember which one he said, but I did remember.
Okay. Was it Air Force, Steve? I think he said Air Force. Steve is doing double duty. He's watching something on his phone, and then he's watching you painting on the iPad.
Well, don't look away too long. When you look back, you won't recognize it. I get a whimsical thing happen, and the next thing you know, I've done something crazy, ruined it or helped it.
I do that a lot too. I will open up multiple tabs to play at the same time.
Yeah, not me. This boy is one at a time guy. I do not do well with things that are overdone. Not do well at all.
And that's a great painting, Donny.
Yeah, you know, I thought I messed it up, but I realized that it was doing good. It was doing good. I thought, see, I had to wait. See, acrylics are different than oil. You can't do that Bob blending thing where he just makes everything. Acrylics don't do that. But once you get the hang of exactly when it's the right dry, and once you can get in the right spot, sometimes you can get that. You can get that right color blending just at the right time, and it works. But other times it does not work, and you'll miss it. And there's not much you can do about it. You just have to wait for it to dry and push up into it again a little higher, like I'm doing right here, and you know, get a different color going, and you know, pull it out a little bit, see if you can get something to happen. I want that distant purple look, distant grayish purple. And so I mix purple and I mixed gray and I try to put all of that in there, and then, you know, start again, you know, and blend things in so where they look a little more natural. Yeah, and get that cloudy gray distant look. And that's just not easy to do when it's acrylics. And but it is when it's oil. And but it's just going to take me longer to figure it out. Really, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm going to figure it out. Of course.
And when we have our home and have a little more room, he'll be able to get into his oils more, because
there's no place to put them.
The thing of it is like after he paints, he has to let his oil set for 2 weeks before he can go back to the canvas and touch it up.
Otherwise it smears.
Yeah, so...
Unless I want to change it, you know, but... And sometimes I want to change, but most of the time, yeah.
But I mean, with the acrylics, it dries really fast.
Yeah.
Or acrylics easier to clean up. Steve,
well, of course, they're water.
Yeah.
It's just water cleanup. Boom.
And definitely dry. I mean, they dry fast, acrylics.
Yeah.
It just doesn't blend as well as the oils.
Yeah, they don't.
And we're in an RV, we do not have the room to put all these oil paintings everywhere. You know,
I don't have any place to put them. To dry. Yeah. Like this, you know, my lake is done, and it's dry.
Brushing
and
Wind Mountain said it's definitely coming together soon to be another masterpiece.
A masterpiece. You know, once the blue in the lake is dry, then I can come back and put some white down, and then push in this white, and then maybe touch the brush to a little bit of water, and you know, make some agitation, make some fading, try to give the lake a little bit more of a reality and a reflection. But I have to wait for it to dry to do that.
Steve said, I really enjoy watching it come to life.
Yeah, me too. I like things coming forward and pushing back, because all of a sudden that became very distant trees. Then this here all of a sudden came forward, and then the little islands came out into the lake, and then right here's some trees I'm gonna put up, and I'm gonna put some foliage on them, and I'm just kind of wanting to I'm trying to get the water look on the lake. And you know, it's just something that you have to catch. You can't make it happen. You know, after you do it 50 or 60 times, you can make it happen. You know just what to do. But for me, you know, I'm having...
Well, and Donny never had lessons either.
Well, of course not.
This is all his imagination.
Right, I am not...
His imagination. And we want to get him lessons.
And I want to get in front of an easel next to a mountain and paint it, too.
We haven't done that yet.
No, I did a photograph. I've done photographs. That's all I've done.
I mean, we haven't done lessons for you yet.
No, and they're not that expensive. And the guy is waiting for me to come and do it. And I said, I just got to wait a couple weeks here. And he's like, you know, whatever I can do to help, you know. He's an artist in Gatlinburg. And he's real.
And there's also a Bob Ross over in Greenville, Tennessee, a Bob Ross class that they do over there.
Mm-hmm. And you come out of that class with a Bob Ross painting.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
So Steve said, so do you have to pay attention to the direction the sun comes from?
Yes, I do. I do very much. And if I lose it, I can always reestablish it, because sometimes you can lose the direction. And
sometimes when he finishes his painting, he's like, okay, I'm done. And then like the next day he'll look at it. he'll touch it up.
even a week.
He'll touch it up and it'll like look quite different.
Yes, I've done it recently too.
In some of the details, you know. It still has the basic background, but then he'll redo several areas or spots, or just add a few little things or something.
A couple of them I've really changed. Yeah, see, that's... And I want to get...
I'll show. Here's one. Okay, here's one that he did.
I just want this little tiny sailboat out here.
There's another one.
So much for a little tiny sailboat. Did somebody want to see more paintings?
No, I'm just showing it.
And it has to do with taking what's in your head and in your eye and translating it to your fingers and the brush. And it just is not the same process, just like trying to draw a face. You know, any kind of artwork has an understanding of, you know, getting something done. So that you can translate it from what you saw in your head into what is now on the canvas. And let me tell you, that is an interesting... We all can dream and we all can think, but to actually turn it into something that you can do, that's different. That's odd. You're absolutely sure you know what you're doing, and absolutely, oh, I can do this.
Hi, Sandy. She said, beautiful. You're getting better every time.
Yep. I received that confession.
Thanks, Nancy. Have a great night.
All right.
Rhonda said the paintings I was showing are really, really nice, very pretty, and Steve said nice. So Steve said, so do I see correctly the sun is in the upper right area? Because that's where the glow.
Upper here. Is her screen backwards than mine?
Let me see. No, the other side. The other side, it might be the light. It might be, see, this is where you got the sun, right?
Yeah.
But the way the light is, it looks like the glow of the sun is there, but that's the way this light is shining on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now that that's dry, I can start to hide that. And, oh, wow. That's actually pretty good now on those sailboats.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good. I'm going to hide a little bit more of that black.
Steve said, well, Donny, you certainly have a beautiful gift. So glad you're sharing it with all of us.
Aww. I didn't have a choice. My wife said I have to do this.
I said, you can do this. You can do this.
She said,
if you
I
try.
know you could do this.
He was like, no, I can't. I go, yes, you can. You can do this.
And she was right.
Steve said, yeah, okay, I see it now. The glow of the yellow up there at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this light just shining on, because his painting is tilted to the side. It makes the wrong side look like it's got a sunshine on it. Steve said, way to go, Joy. Encouraging you that you can paint.
Yes, she's a good girl for doing that. And also for being the person that I would believe. Because, you know, someone can tell you stuff, but if you don't believe them, or you don't have confidence in what they're saying, it doesn't matter. Best advice in the world is useless if nobody's listening. So, she has instilled in me much confidence over the years. Much confidence. Alright, so I'm going... Not sure what brush. How stiff I want to go here. Yeah, that's probably it. Because this one comes, you have to do a thinner paint, and because you have to let other things show through, and that's what takes that. That's where your understanding comes in of what you're using and what you're trying to do, and it is not what you think. It is not what you think. What you're thinking and what your hand does not go where you want it to. Guaranteed.
Rushing Wind Mountain said, haha, good for her. Wives usually have good intuition. And Steve said, having a spouse that knows you better than you know yourself is golden.
Yes, very much golden. And that's why we pray for people that are having troubles, because we know that that when two or more are gathered together, there he is in the midst. A three-chord strand is not broken. Two are stronger than one. And so it is the job of our enemy to break us up. You know, it is the job of our enemy to do what he can to cause an issue, to break up. Because if any two on earth shall agree as touching anything, it shall be done for them by my Father. That's Matthew 18:19. And I think that's pretty much all I can do. I might be able to. And oh, it's too much. So anything that can break up unity, anything that can break up two or more, is a good thing. And one can put 1,000 to flight, two can put 10,000. So it is to the devil's best, or to evil's best interest, to keep us from agreeing, to keep us from, keep us from coming together and being in agreement. Okay. That is his best interest. And So that's why marriage is under attack. That's why the church body is under attack. That's why it's our job to show this world our strength and our ability. The Bible even says that God set the church forth to show what God can do. So he chose us to show what he can do. Okay. Okay, you're done. I am having fun with brushes tonight, I'll tell you. Having fun with brushes tonight, because there was one thing I want my beige. I'm trying, by the way, I have the vegetable tray that you see at Walmart or any grocery store. I bought one the other day, and after I brought it home and cleaned it up, I thought, that might make a good paint easel thing, you know. So I'm using that today, seeing if I can do something with it.
Steve said to Rushing Mountain Wind, enjoying the flute music in your Woods Are Alive video. Beautifully done. I like flute music too, because I have that's one of the things that like the native flute music and stuff. I really like that. I actually have some background music that I add sometimes if there's a lot of noise or something. I'll add in this. It's the sound of like a mountain stream, and then native flute along with that. And I will add that into some of my videos because it's just so peaceful. People that watch it, they say I almost fell asleep.
And that's okay with us, as long as you're not driving. No falling asleep driving. Oh, that's very good. That's very good. Okay, now we need some more definition in the mountains. A little cross.
Jimmy said, wonderful painting. Good night, everybody. He's got to go to bed.
Oh, Jimmy's a pavement man, and he works long and hard hours keeping the streets on the highways and byways of America.
Long
in the hot sun. Yes, he does. So we bless you, bless your sweet sleep. Have a wonderful night and wonderful sleep.
High Haven Cabin said, the trees going in was always my favorite part of a Bob Ross painting.
I always used to say, no, it looks great. Don't put a tree in the middle. I always had a hard time with a beautiful painting, and then he'd slice a tree right down the middle. I understood why, though. You know, I know what it needs. What it needs is that white cloud haze look. It's like a white cloud haze look. And
High Haven Cabin said LOL.
I know what he's, yeah. See if I could get the water and the paint just right. If I can just like do this, see? So I go across it with a very light brush of the mist. Like that. And the thing is that looks terrible. But for some reason when it dries, it starts to disappear. And I don't know why it disappears. I think it's because it soaks in or something. But you just have to, you know, you just have to take the chance. And hope that what you painted will pop through again as it dries. And that's all I can do. It's like, that's all I can do. I'm trying to put that mist in there and give it that misty mountain look.
You trying to make it the Smokies?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it smoky. Now, I've done this before and it's really white, but for some reason when it dries, it kind of fades out. So let's hope I haven't screwed that up. And honestly, I'm really not into the sky either. The yellow is just not working for me. It's not doing what I thought it was gonna do. I need a little blue.
Well, if that's supposed to be the clouds in the mountains, you should have more clouds in the sky.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I just don't like it.
High Haven Cabin said, Rushing Wind Mountain, love that name. There's nothing like the sound and feeling of the wind in the mountains.
So maybe they were right. Maybe that is the
Donny, it says your picture's frozen.
Oh, close. I've got my backup right here. Maybe my backup battery quit working. No, I just charged it. Da, 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 da. All right. As he shakes the world. I think I heard it go ding. Pretty sure it's charging now. Can't tell. Can't tell, but I hope it's charged. All right. Yep. See, I can see those. It is working. The mountains are starting to come back through again there. I think we're all right. And I think this is the lighter spot over here, like they were saying, where the sun is. So I'm gonna go over there, bring that up. Let's get us a sky that looks a little bit more realistic.
Nightbot thought that Rushing Wind posted a link, and they didn't. But that's the thing with a typo. Like if you accidentally hit a dot and then have a word next to it, Nightbot, YouTube thinks you have a link in there. That's what's happening. YouTube thinks there was a link in there, and it wasn't a link. That's why I posted her comment, the Rushing Wind Mountains comment, because Nightbot is like, was being silly.
Naughty.
Yeah, I was being silly.
Bati naughty. Bati naughty. Okay. Now, where's that brush I was brushing out water with? I lost it. Get another one. All right. So we're trying to bring in a little more haze to the mountains. Oh, there we go. I like that. All right. That's all I can do. So then I get the blue back in.
There, I looked at the message, and
then
there
I
was
touch.
like a little dot, and then another word. So Nightbot thought, YouTube recognizes like a dot and something, and then a word attached to it, like a
Same way it would
a
recognize a hashtag.
like a link. They think it's a link, that someone is sharing a link when that's posted like that. And the way YouTube is set up, only moderators can post links. So Nightbot is like messing that up, because kind of like the
Bad robot.
kind of like the Google moderators, you know.
So now I'm going to take some blue and some purple.
They don't recognize stuff.
Some blue, some purple, some black. Some purple, blue.
So sorry about that, Rushing Wind Mountain. That was an oops. Not on our part.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, I think what it was is once it saw the thing that they thought was the link, they just deleted other messages. It's a Nightbot thing, and Google does crazy stuff too. Google has their own moderators.
Oh, good. Good. Excellent. I got a good mixture. It's making sense. All we have to do is define just a few bumps. Give them a little bit of life. Just a little bit of life. Like they're popping through a haze or something like that.
Steve said, that looks so cool.
Whew. We want a little bit, what do we want on there? We're gonna have just a little bit of gold and a little bit of green
Crashing Wind Mountain said Nightbot needs to go to grammar school. Yeah.
Robot bot school. So now I'm gonna take a chance here.
Sandy said, I love a sense of humor.
And we're gonna try to just put in a little bit of trees right there.
I have had times when I went into somebody's live stream and I typed a greeting to someone, you know, like that, just a greeting, and it didn't let me post the greeting. It said, change your words or something. I was like, what?
Let's see, we need...
Sandy said that's a great tree technique.
Yeah, I'm overdoing my trees quite often, where I'm ruining my landscape, trying to build something that's just not there. And there's a technique that I have not watched enough of to be able to.
Sandy said she's never tried it with a makeup brush.
My secret's out. Secret's out. A makeup brush. No one was supposed to know. The one thing I like is I always have a chance to start over. I always have a chance to give up. And I always have a chance to admit there's an issue. And I know that if I put in a few branches like this, it helps.
I was watching a little short video today. Sandy said, I use a makeup brush for blending. So I was watching a little short video today, and this was over in, I think, the Netherlands or something, where they have birds. And this is some kind of jays. The birds were jays over there, but it's not like our blue jays here. It's some different kind of a jay bird. And it's spelled Jays. And so these birds had fledged the nest, which means they left the nest. And the parents were right there. And these baby birds, which were, you know, pretty much almost the same size as the parents, they were going to the parents, and they were like, you know, hollering at them, feed me, with their beaks open, you know, they were wanting to be fed, and the parents were like, just like looking at them like, I'm not feeding you anymore, you know, and these babies were just like, feed me, squawking at the parents, you know, and then the parents would go, and then they'd go to the other parent, you know, and it was like, I was like thinking, okay, wow.
Oh, Dad's not feeding me, I'm going to Mom.
So we just had, I posted on Smoky Mountains Nature channel a video where the cardinal dad brought his babies to our feeders and he fed them. But he didn't feed them for long. I mean, he was teaching them, you know, where to find the feed. So he brought them over here to the feeders, and then he was picking up the feed, the seed, and then he put it in their mouth. And then he started putting his beak down, and he was like picking up the seed and feeding himself. So he was showing them, look, this is where you find, see, here's the seed, this is where you find it, and he was doing that, and then he flew down to another spot on the feeder, and that baby bird stayed right there, and like looked around for about a minute or so, and then like, you know, and then all of a sudden the baby just started, you know, picking up the seed and eating it, and then he went to the next baby bird and brought that baby bird over and did the same thing with that one. And I have it on video, and it was pretty cool. So it was totally different than what the other birds experienced over there in the Netherlands, those jays.
It was a fine experience. Notice the male bringing his fledgling to the feeder for the first time, showing the grandeur of his colors to the neighborhood and prowess of his beautiful prodigy. Then bending down, he grabs the seeds and shows the child how to crunch them and eat them and place it in the child's mouth. Then he flies away and says, it's up to you now. The rest is up to you.
Okay. I left the video in the chat if anybody hasn't seen it and wants to see it. Steve asked if Sandy paints, and she said, I'm learning, Steve. It's good for anxiety. Sandy said, how blessed you are to have witnessed that. I thought so too. I thought it was so
An honor.
I was thrilled that
Yeah.
I got to see that.
Really, that's what I would feel, yeah.
Yeah. Rhonda said, have a great night. She has to charge her phone. Battery's dead.
Okay. Miss you till we see ya. Miss you till we see you again.
Rushing wind, mountains, and nature can teach us so much. Have a blessed night, Rhonda.
I bought some more tiny brushes. Boy, and then I go to put it up on the painting and I realize that is not a tiny brush. I'm like, I thought I picked a really small brush, but that is not a tiny brush. That is a big fat brush. I need a brush with... Now, I didn't, I'm a painter here at the campground, and some other painters have told me about cutting their own brushes. And I actually have this brush here that I use for pencil work because I let the bristle get hard. I totally forgot to clean it or whatever. I don't know if I forgot or whatever, but after it got rock hard, it was like, oh, hey, I can really use this. I'm using the one because it got so stiff. It'll do just one little strand of paint for me. And you know, sometimes that's what you need. You just need one little strand of paint. You don't want a big problem. You don't want a big brush. You just want one little strand. And, you know, everybody's learning. I'm learning. And see, and then I'll take that, I can take that one little strand and rinse it and then put it in the water blue and see if I can't get the water. I've got to get that water to kind of cut off the bottom of those so that it looks like they're sticking in water. Yeah, like that. That looks good. And then we'll take my thatch roof brush and we'll touch it in the brown. And we'll test it and we'll get our thatch roof. Ooh. Like that. All right, what's our time?
You're at 81 minutes. Are you done?
Yep. Pretty much got it. Looking at yeah, that looks pretty cloudy, a little hazy. Sky looks good. I didn't put any cumulus clouds up in there this time. I'm just doing regular distant sky.
Hey, how you doing?
Who?
Eddie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Carl?
Are you able to move?
Yeah. We're keeping watch on a friend of ours who hasn't been too mobile, trying to take so whenever he calls.
So,
that's about as far as I can go.
because you weren't able to move around when you went
Yeah. Let's see, how about well, I don't really want to mess with that. All right. I don't know what a piece of the lake is doing up in my forest. Right there. But I guess that's where they came up with the name Lake Forest. And so pray for Eddie Stedman. He's a good man. So we gotta do so what we'll do is we'll make this mistake join with the lake. Get that lake color in there. There we go. So that makes it a little like a little alcove, a little cove happened over there by that mistake. Is that cool or what? All right. maybe maybe my pin, let's see. I wonder if my pinpoint could do a little bit more with this sail, huh? That looks good. That looks good. And then let's give him a nice, let's see, put that one away. Boy, do I have a lot of brushes and water today. That's not gonna work. Maybe what I need is a razor knife here. Do the razor knife. And we'll use the razor knife and give ourselves a nice post. There we go. We'll stand that one up a little taller too. There we go. Might even go right across here. Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. I was spray painting today. I spray painted a whole house. Let's get the D. Oop. That's not. Oh, let's do Purple Mountain Majesty. For Purple Mountain Majesty. Above the fruited plain. How about a bird? I'm not much into animals, but I've been getting into birds. Doing a bird just for the heck of it. We could use one right here. And one right there. That's good. And one right here. And then you just go back and you get a little bit of dark something or other, and you just touch a little dark on there, a little dark right there, a little dark right there. Maybe put a little mark on the wing or something to give some contrast to it. Oh, that went well. That went real well. But I did a little bit too much. So now I gotta go back. Gotta go back. And that's, I gotta go.
Yeah. It's been hot. It's been hot here.
Right there and right there. Right there. Yeah. Okay. I really like that. I wish I could do more with that.
Can I,
So we are signing off. I have signed the painting, and now I'm having a hard time letting go. Let go, Donny. Let go. You can do it.
He's just ending his painting live, yeah. I'm just going to type in the comments. Cousin Eddie is feeling better. Nope. He's signing off.
Yep. We are all done. I keep saying that. Anyway, remember that I love you.
He's signing.
I'm so excited to have you here with me. It really encourages me to come and paint again when I know I've got somebody that's waiting and enjoys it and is looking forward to it as much as I am, just to see what's going to happen. All right. And if we could maybe make our sailboat a little better. And then
Churchill.
we,
Where's that?
oh, I know what we can do. We can make some,
Part of Johnson City?
we can take this,
Rogersville. Okay. What's
the hard part is getting it on your brush just right.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay. And for not knowing what I was doing, I think I did pretty good. Okay. Good night, good night, good night. I love you so much. And I might touch up these trees a little more. But other than that, we're good to go. So, there's the Purple Mountains, the lake. Something I kind of saw today at Knoxville. And a painting, a picture that Joy showed me, and seeing the little on the lake barns where they were storing their boats right on the lake.
Okay,
And
that was cousin Eddie.
Oh.
So, just an update. He's feeling better than he was. He still is getting treatments and stuff like that, and so he appreciates the prayers, and because he's in the hospital, you know. So, but that's the first time he's gotten to call me. He got to call one ringy dingy the other day, but he's not supposed to have a phone. So he had to sneak. But he just wanted to call and let me know that he is feeling better and that he appreciates the prayers. Rushingman said it's very good. It was great being here. Lisa said looks great. Rushingman said beautiful.
We will see you.
Suzanne Goulat said beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm just as excited as everybody else. I just can't wait to see what's going to happen. And you know, when I get a better plan and more room, we'll make even better happen. You know, this is as far as you can go in imagination because you don't have the proper perspectives and things. But it is amazing what's in my head and what comes out, and I'm excited. Thank you for being here. Remember, I love you, but Jesus loves you more. Remember, I forgive you, but Jesus forgives you even more. And even for things that you don't even remember to ask for. Just by saying, forgive me, God, for whatever it was, I apologize. So, be warmed.
Not that you need any forgiveness from Donny.
Not from us.
He's just making a blank statement of like.
Right.
Like if humans forgive you, God forgives you even more.
That's the way to say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he forgives you for more than I ever could. Because if you do this to me, I am never going to. And remember, you can't go to heaven with unforgiveness. So don't hold on to it. It's not going. Don't go with it. Don't go with it where it's going. And be lifted up.
Cast everything on Jesus.
Cast all your cares upon him, for he cares for you carefully. He loves you with his life. And came here just for you, even if you were the only one here. And let that be a revelation understanding of love. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.